playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
From his end zone, it's Corey Ballantyne. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading the charge will be their quarterback, always fun to watch, Deshaun Watson.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
And his first pass is incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, here's Watson. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says, our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people, and right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield.
Joe Tryon in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
The numbers for Zeke from last week: 18 carries, 125 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On 1st and 10, Watson got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
A good gain on first has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give to Elliott, and he'll go down right around the 47 this time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Watson. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. A give to Elliott running left. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. With a heavy set out there, 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And they run the option on 2nd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. To throw, it's Mahomes. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will wind up a loss on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. No score after one on EA Sports.